Governor of Alberta.
Hello and welcome to Rogers TV Community News. I'm Carla Fitzsimmons. It's been over a month since 25-year-old Eli Wood disappeared. Wood was reported missing after a fire on Major Street in Kitchener on October 19th. Police believe foul play was involved in Wood's disappearance, and the fire is being investigated as arson. In a statement, police say they cannot release any further details. The release goes on to say, to protect the integrity of the investigation, we are limited in the information we can share at this time. Eli Wood's family also released a statement through the police service asking anyone with legitimate information to come forward. They're also asking people to avoid posting, sharing, or relying on unverified information on social media. Inaccurate information and speculation can cause confusion and stress for our family and can interfere with the ongoing police investigation. A 32-year-old man from Kitchener is dead following a fatal shooting on Monday night in the area of Bleems Road.
Police responded to multiple reports of a shooting incident in the area of Century Hill Drive and Country Hill Drive in Kitchener. Upon arrival, officers located a male who had suffered gunshot wounds, and as a result, the 32-year-old Kitchener male was pronounced deceased at the scene. Any sort of shooting, there's always community safety concerns. And this sort of incident, investigators do believe it's targeted, and we're really relying on members of the public, anyone who has not come forward already with video footage, dash cam footage, doorbell footage, to please contact our investigators or contact Crime Stoppers.
Still with policing in Waterloo Region, officers spent the early part of the week focused on awareness and crime prevention. A campaign to raise awareness about vehicle break-ins and thefts. Members of Waterloo Regional Police Crime Suppression Team went door-to-door in Waterloo's University District.
We're seeing a lot of property thefts that are happening to vehicles. So people are leaving their vehicles unlocked, or they're getting their windows smashed if they're leaving things that people can see. So we wanted to make sure that we are giving that information to how to protect your property to the residents in the area.
The two-day awareness campaign focused primarily in the student housing neighborhoods like Columbia Street and King Street due to the uptick in property crimes in that area.
We are targeting the underground parking locations. We are seeing a lot of the thefts happening in the undergrounds.
So we're doing something called a lock it or lose it campaign. So if you have a vehicle, it's a reminder to do things like locking your vehicle's doors. If you see any suspicious behavior in the building or around it, report it to police with the contact information down here.
Talking to residents, and if we can't see them, we'll be leaving information on their doors about how to protect your property, and also a little bit about our CamSafe program.
Earlier this year, the police service launched a public safety initiative called CamSafe. The program is aimed at strengthening the collaboration between police and the community by creating a database of privately owned security camera locations.
Well, it's an awareness thing, so if you have cameras, that's great. I know the building has a lot of cameras in it, which is helpful, but it's informational only because people don't always live in an apartment building, and if they live in a house and they've got cameras around the house too, it really helps us. So
I think really getting out there and having people see the police and see what we do to try to keep them safe and try to help them, I think it's a very successful way to get people to work with us, because without the community support and without them reporting things, we can't help the community be safe.
Food prices are expected to rise in 2026. That's according to Canada's Food Price Report. The report says a family of four can expect to fork out more than $17,000 on food. This year's version of the annual report, produced by Dalhousie University in cooperation with other universities across the country.
Beef is the big problem, and so we've been dealing with this drought for a while. It's costing more to feed animals, and ranchers have actually sold off their herds. without replenishing their herds. So there's just no inventory in both Canada and the U.S.
So what's driving food prices up? The ongoing trade dispute with the U.S., along with shifts in food manufacturing and the retail landscape, labor markets, policy change, the Canadian dollar, and climate change.
The freezer aisle, which got more expensive in 2025, we're expecting some stable prices there. Dairy and bakery. Also, we're not expecting prices to explode in both categories as well. But for everything else, including restaurants, by the way, we're expecting higher prices.
Locally, many are turning to the food bank for assistance on a weekly basis. 1 in 9 households across Waterloo Region are experiencing food insecurity.
The cost of living continues to be high. People continue to struggle to pay for the basic necessities. And when we look at things like the cost of rent, in many cases, there's a lot of people whose paycheck is already gone by the time they pay for rent, let alone other necessities in life. And so we're seeing a real challenge, and food insecurity is a symptom of poverty. And so it ends up being a money issue. People just can't afford the necessities. And what it's leading to is food banks are becoming a reliance in many people's lives. We're not a one-time short-term measure anymore. In Waterloo Region, we had 73,000 individuals last year visit a food program right here in Waterloo Region, more than 622,000 times. That's a record-breaking number for us. But as I said, it's telling us that people are having to rely on food banks, not a short-term measure. But no, even though food insecurity is more prevalent at this time of year, food insecurity does happen 365 days a year. So I can ask people to think about their neighbors into the new year and all year long, because it is an issue that we are dealing with all the time. What we're seeing a lot right now, a couple of things. Wages aren't keeping pace with the cost of living, and also people are working 2, 3, sometimes 4 jobs, maybe a full-time job during the week and part-time work on the weekends or evenings just to keep up, and it's still not enough.
The Cambridge Food Bank is bringing fresh produce into the community. It has a mobile food market that serves 15 neighborhoods in Cambridge and North Dumfries. Take a look.
We are running our mobile food market. This is a program that we run here every Wednesday, and then across 15 other locations in Cambridge. We run for about an hour a time. We set up, we sell fresh fruits and vegetables, and it's pay what you can. We're just encouraging everyone to come out. We see a little bit of everybody. We see a wide swath of the population, which is fantastic. We definitely see a fair number of older folks, which is great. People that are on fixed incomes, people who are struggling, but we also see lots of people from all walks of life. We want everyone to feel comfortable coming out, because we use a pay what you can model. If people are able to pay a little more to access the program, then that helps us keep it going for people who are struggling. So this is food we purchase. It's not food that you're taking from the food bank. We work with local farmers as much as we can. We get some beautiful local produce during the growing season, and then during the off season we go down to the Ontario Food Terminal in Etobicoke and we buy food there. We work with some great distributors, some greenhouses, we get storage vegetables, so there's always lovely stuff through the whole year. So we set up weekly markets in locations where we think they'll be valuable. This is the only one we have here in Ayr, but we run weekly markets in 15 different locations in Cambridge as well. So if you check our website, you can see all those locations. And then we also do some pop-up markets, especially during the summer with like Neighborhood Day and stuff like that. We try to be everywhere that we can be. Coming out of the first wave of the pandemic, coming out of all the lockdowns, we had the opportunity to kind of restructure the way that we run things at the food bank. And one of the things we heard from a lot of our participants, we talked to people, we did surveys, and one thing we heard from a lot of people is that they wanted access to fresh fruits and vegetables, and they were willing to pay for it, they just couldn't afford it at the grocery store. And so that was kind of the seed and the germ of this idea, where we had the opportunity to buy this food in wholesale and then pass it on to people without trying to make a profit. So that's basically all we're doing here, is we're selling fruits and vegetables, but we're not trying to make a profit. We're just trying to pass on savings onto the customer so everybody can have access in ways that they normally wouldn't. So we work with Feed Ontario to get some recipes, and then also it's kind of one of my passion projects with this program. I love cooking, I love food, I love giving people ideas. And so we all get in this rut where we're making the same few things over and over again. So I like to make up recipes where I can, when the inspiration inspiration strikes and encourage people. Like if you come in here, this week we've got beautiful Swiss chard. If you've never cooked with Swiss chard before, you might be hesitant to work with it. But if I have a recipe for you, then maybe you're a little more excited. And I even just to talk with people and give people ideas is really, really lovely thing to do.
I did see some people like, ah!
Yeah, but it's so beautiful, and it's so like, we're seeing right now with issues in California and Mexico, lettuce is incredibly expensive right now. So if you can access something that's local, like chard, like cabbage, like kale, that's abundant and plentiful and local, and you know how to cook it, it's just as delicious. So it's an education piece as much as anything. Really, I just want everyone to come check it out. Like I said, it's for everybody. It's not just for people that are struggling. We want people from all walks of life to come check it out. You get a really good deal on beautiful produce, local food. It's an awesome opportunity for community. We have volunteers, we have people from the community, people from your neighborhood are going to be here. Come catch up, learn a little bit more about food, and get a good deal.
The fur was flying at the Kitchener Odd on Tuesday night. This year marked the 30th year for the Kitchener Rangers Teddy Bear Toss. The final total was 212,641 bears that are being donated.
Bilecki trying to get around his man that time in Houston. Does Bilecki tip that time by Humphrey? Spinning, firing is Pridham. Can't get it on target. Rangers get it back for Pridham. Shot, scores! And let the sweet Cuddly mayhem commence as Jack Pridham has the 2025 Kitchener Rangers Teddy Bear Toss goal. It's plush pandemonium in Kitchener.
It's not too often we say the team's leading goal scorer needed the goal most, but he absolutely did. Jack Pridham scoring his team leading 12th goal of the season. It's a big one for the team. It's a big one for him. This is his third goal in his last 9 games. It gives the Rangers his first goal of the night as they try to mount this comeback against the Otters, but for the moment they're going to savor every bit of this, as they hope the good vibes coming their way with all these teddy bears is something to build upon.
Well, Pridham had a moment in the second period here where he hit the post, but finally, same situation. He spun and fired that time. He beats Noah Erliden, and Jack Pridham, maybe now can heat up as he gets the 2025 Kitchener Rangers Teddy Bear Toss goal scorer.
Memorable moment for the Chicago Blackhawks prospect, as the Rangers had control in the offensive zone and just pulls it back and lets one loose. And this is a goal that Erliden wants back for sure with traffic in front. But that certainly doesn't take away from Pridham having a go at it. Why not? Only 4 shots on goal up to that point. The 5th one, though, gets the job done. And sometimes it's not the prettiest that gets the job done as we go down to ice level and Sean Fafaro.
Thanks, guys. Down here with the 30th goal scorer for the Teddy Bear game in Kitchener, Jack Pridham. Take me through the goal. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels good. Get on the board. Just want to win the game now. I got a puck in the corner and ultimately buried it.
I know down 3-0 is not the ideal situation, but if you step away from the game for a moment and you look at what's going on right now, this is a pretty incredible experience. What's it like being down here? Describe it to the people out there what it's like at ice level.
It's awesome. Yeah, obviously for a great cause. So, all the fans bringing their berries, really appreciate it.
Was there a lot of talk in the room about who was going to score the goal this year?
No, not too much. Just, want to get on the board, and ultimately we got to go now. So,
Jack, you're a pure goal scorer. How much did you want this Teddy Bear goal?
Yeah, obviously you want to score and help the team win.
Now, down 3-1, what are we going to do the rest of the way? Because this is home ice. This is the Teddy Bear Toss.
Yeah, just got to keep playing our game, keep putting pucks on net. Good things will happen.
Jack Pridham, your Teddy Bear goal scorer. Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
Well, thank you very much, Sean. I did have Jack Pridham penciled in originally, but went on a limb with Evan Hedrick. So congrats to Jack Pridham, the Chicago Blackhawks prospect, on the 30th anniversary of the Teddy Bear Toss, is the 30th goal scorer during the Teddy Bear Toss game. But
that's like saying I had the winning number of my lottery before I erased it. But sure, we'll believe you, Jason.
We had it, but went on the limb with Evan Hedrick, as that's kind of a game that this is built on. But
thanks for watching this edition of Rogers TV Community News. I'm Carla Fitzsimmons. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday.